I knew it.
Like, how did you figure that out?
Huh? Well, I know that tomorrow it starts all over again. 1.
Tomorrow starts back at 1?
Tomorrow starts back at 1.
Tomorrow-
February
so,
1st.
if you're just joining us, we realize we've had some audio difficulties, so apologize for that. It might be okay that you haven't heard what we've said so far, but that's all right.
And
So
it's okay that you missed Bob's story because it actually
Totally.
It's
it
irrelevant.
wasn't.
Totally.
Didn't
So
mean anything.
you didn't miss much if you didn't
No.
hear Bob's story.
Well, if you want to hear my story, it's going to be coming out in paperback.
Bob,
Bob's gonna. No.
That's my retirement
you
plan.
like
Start
isn't
that
it,
rumor.
isn't
I'm
it
gonna write a
Uncle Bob's
best-selling book.
bathroom
would,
readers?
You know what? You should.
Is-
Because you at Bob's Book of Stories,
Well,
like you could.
Like it's isn't it? Wasn't it Uncle Bob's bathroom reader? Was that what it was
Uncle
called?
Bob's. No, something
Oh.
bedtime stories.
No, it was like the
Oh,
bathroom
okay.
reader. What's
Bathroom
about? You guys know what I'm talking about. The book, the
Yeah.
bathroom reader was somebody's bathroom reader thing, and actually it was ghostwritten for Bob because he's got a
Actually-
whole bunch of stories to tell, and which keeps you entertained. That was in the day before you had phones. Like now you just go in there and
Yeah.
you scroll your phone, but there you needed like
Yeah.
Like
magazines.
there was legit reading material.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
for
it was.
sure.
It was. I think it was Uncle Bob's bathroom reader.
Yeah, that or Field and Stream.
No.
Yeah, that was a hunting mag.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
no.
Well, we should say hi to
anyhow.
some people because we have a lot of people online this morning, and thank you for your patience this morning as we get our technical difficulties worked out. But we have lots of people, and it's so great that you've all joined us. And
Uncle John. That's what it was. Uncle John.
Uncle John.
Uncle
Somebody
John.
has that
I know.
Okay.
Somebody there.
We have Matt Tracy and
Oh,
Pam.
my buddy Luke
Taggart.
said it was Uncle Bob.
We have
He had a whole bunch of
Darcy.
those.
Hi to Cheryl and
Oh.
Sherry. You know what? It's
We're
funny
supposed to be
because
doing something.
We are.
Oh,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I'm just.
I got stuck
I'm
on.
here.
I got stuck on. I just put this together, thinking like Bob's got all these stories that we love to hear, and those stories were crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's probably sitting on a gold mine of this
So
stuff.
the publisher is watching right now.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
no,
think
he
if-
already did it. Like
If I
it's
was
his
to write
thing.
a book, I would call the book "The Most Amazing Stories in the World." Just the title would sell the book. It'd be a bestseller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Yeah,
I'd
wouldn't
buy
even
it.
have anything in it. But it's the title. Most amazing book. People
Just a
would
bunch of
order- you'd have
blank
to order it
pages.
online because we wouldn't want to give them a chance to flip through it.
You just a bunch of blank pages.
Yeah.
You write. You get to write the most amazing story because
So
you
good
get to live
morning,
this life.
I like that.
Vern and Lil. we have our friend Lucas watching this morning.
we do.
from,
Tuning in. Keeping
Fort
track of
Mac.
us.
We have Luella and Sean.
Can you read those things? You're struggling.
I'm struggling.
I know.
Ashley,
We got-
if it was an eye test right now,
We got
I
Matt.
would
We got the
fail.
Tracys,
We
Matt
have
and
the-
Bernadette.
Yeah.
We got Wayne
Connie
and
and
Paulette. We got Darcy, Christine joining us from Legal. Awesome.
Make sure
Cheryl
if you're
Granger.
watching. Make sure if you're watching online with us that you just say hi in the
Yeah, I
chats.
would love
Let
to
us-
say.
Like our online hosts.
Yeah, and
are
if you're more than
there.
30 miles away, tell us where you're from.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For more than 3.
If you're out
So,
of the
so
greater
for the
Edmonton
younger
area.
group, that's like if you're more than 30 kilometers away, because
Oh.
we can't figure out miles. So
Yeah.
Actually, I have no idea.
in metric system, tell us.
I've
Did
never
I say
been able
miles?
to-
I didn't
I
mean
know.
to say miles.
So 30
Me and the numbers
miles.
don't do well
That's
together.
it's like 50K somewhere in that ballpark,
Yeah.
right?
That sounds
Something like
about
that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in like a 50K radius, so for all of us that went to school since 1975 or something, like Bob just
Mike, what
aged
year
himself.
did you graduate in? Wait,
You weren't even born yet.
I know I
so-
wasn't. I wasn't born yet in 1975. But the metric
serious?
system, it's this thing we got in. Anyhow,
75 was a good year.
so
That's going to be the first chapter of your book.
That's gonna be
75 was a good
What
year.
happened in 75?
So that was totally it. We had, when we were pastoring in BC, we were kind of farming communities. We had this old farmer lived way down by the border, and trying to get to his house, he gave me directions to get to his house, and everything he told me was in miles. And I'm like, how do I figure out miles? He's like, go a mile and a half down the road, and I'm like, how am I supposed to figure this out? Like my odometer doesn't read miles. Like I was lost, and so I got lost in the backwoods, BC, and trying to find this guy's farm.
man.
Ridiculous. But he could have just said like, go 3 kilometers down the road and you'll be good.
I've
But
always struggled
anyways.
with miles conversion. So
So if you're more than 50 kilometers away,
Yeah.
let us know where you're
Let us
tuning
know.
in from.
if you're outside of the greater Edmonton area,
Yeah.
yeah,
Good.
we would love to.
And don't feel like you have to drive out there just to tell us.
No.
Like, just stay where you are.
Yeah.
Anyway, we
Let
got
us
some
know.
stuff going on this week.
But see, Bob's got this down.
This is like a proud
I'm
moment
ready.
for me.
We're
actually.
like 11 months into this gig, and he's starting to figure out that
This
we
is a
got
proud
stuff to talk about.
I didn't even have to like do the transitional.
Oh man.
Aw, it's so good. Go for it, Bob. This is a big week. We actually have a lot going on this week.
Yeah, there's a few things. It's February
It's February 1st tomorrow, first of all.
Tomorrow.
It's
Tomorrow's the first.
Yeah, today's still the 31st.
It
We
is.
want to really enjoy today.
Yes.
So tomorrow it's funny. Feels like lots of things are starting in February.
Yeah.
We
So
got
we have 3 things this week.
3
going on.
things
4 things this week.
Yeah.
or 5 things.
I don't know.
How about 100 things?
It's a big week here
So,
at Stack.
wha-
Mike,
that-
tell us about Starting Point.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. We got Starting Point kicking off this week, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock online, obviously gathering together. But Starting Point's a fantastic place to have questions about faith, questions about Jesus, church, God, Bible, all that stuff, turn into conversation. So it's a great place for those exploring questions of faith. Great place for those maybe returning to church after a long time away, trying to figure it out, how it all fits together. Maybe you've got friends that you've been having conversations with. Maybe you've got coworkers you've been having conversations with. It's a great spot to invite them to come and join you. You don't have to go anywhere. You can do it in your home. Be kind of comfortable in that space, but be part of conversation, watch a video, and have some time having a conversation around it. So I'd love for you to be a part of it. Love for you to come join me. Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock. It's 8 weeks, so it's not super long, but leads us up till Easter, which is one of the other things we're going to be talking about. And so that starts Wednesday this week, but you got to sign up. Check
have
out
to
all the
sign up.
details on the website.
This last week, actually, I was talking to a gentleman, and he had some really tough questions. Like questions I could not answer. Good biblical, spiritual stuff, too deep for me. So I said, I have a friend, Mike, that's doing
And
Starting
Bob's
Point.
going to be there too, so Bob
So
can answer those questions next time.
I appreciate what Mike is doing.
It's so good. Lots of fun, tons of fun.
Yeah.
Tons of love the conversations we have and the questions that come up with it. And yeah, such a great place to explore some of those questions because they're valid.
Yeah.
Good questions to ask and no questions off limits. So that's the best part.
Then Bob, you have something coming up this week.
We're doing, the Hub is doing an info night, or I call it an open house info night, which
It's both
open,
things.
yeah.
Whatever you
Open
want to
house
call it.
doesn't make any sense.
Whatever
now
you
that
wanna
I
call
think
it.
about it out loud. But it's an info night on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, and we're just going to meet on screen on Zoom and answer any questions that you might have just regarding the Hub. Now, a Hub is a support and recovery large group, small group time together. It doesn't cost anything. You just come. And there's support groups that help people as they're just working through some of the difficulties and the struggles in their life. In fact, what's interesting is this week we got some birthday celebrations that we're celebrating of people who have wrestled with some strong addictions throughout their entire life, but in the last year, walking alongside with them, they've really found some real freedom and some deliverance in those
amazing.
things.
That's amazing.
And they're celebrating 1 year. Now, some people with these things they struggle with, they might have a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of sobriety or purity or whatever. But now they're learning how to walk in freedom for a whole year and on and on. So
Incredible.
if you maybe yourself could use some help in the area of recovery or support, you just want to get information, then Tuesday night join us. Or maybe you have a friend or family member, coworker that could use the help and you just want to get information for them, then feel free to join us and you can sign up online.
That's awesome. I see a question out there.
I'm kind of excited
I
about
don't know if you
guys.
see the question. I see my friend Luella giving me a hard time being a city kid because she said all country roads are cross miles and crossroads are in miles, and she's like city kid. I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
true.
We didn't have crossroads in Fort McMurray. Like we had the woods.
Yeah.
Go to the big tree and turn left.
Cut lines.
Exactly. The cut lines were not in miles.
No.
So yeah.
So if you want more info on the Hub Info Night,
Yeah.
definitely head to our website. I'm sure it's
gonna be tons
in
of-
the chats there.
And it's under events.
Yes, and it's also on the Hub page as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
which is great. And that's one of the great things about the Hub is you guys got groups for everything.
Yeah.
Like you're not just one thing. You know, there's lots of different support, recovery, encouragement, places to grow. But to get an info night, to find out, hey, maybe where do I fit? Is there a spot for me? What might that look like? And answer any of those questions. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's so good. I love what the Hub's doing. And all your leaders, man, I was with you
Yeah.
guys in December. Is that right? Sometime in December before Christmas with your leaders on like a post debrief that you guys do. And
Yeah.
so encouraging to see so many people invested into the lives of others and just pouring into others. And man, you got a fantastic team doing that stuff. So yeah, people check it out. Encourage your friends.
And the thing is, too, they don't even have to be people who are part of the church
Yeah.
family.
No.
These can be unchurched people.
Well, and you got guys tuning in from like all over, like
Yeah.
not just the greater Edmonton area. You got people tuning in from all over
All
the
over,
place.
even around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Whatever-
awesome. So
whatever it
good.
takes.
So we do have a question on the chat that I want to address. Someone asked.
Oh, dear.
I think Norman Shauna asked, "Why is Mel in a bubble?"
Yeah.
Well, this is not a bubble. It's a plexiglass shield. Just
Mel's mean to drummers, so they put her in the drum cage.
this is just to keep us safe because
Yeah.
so there's no
Distance.
flying anything and yeah. So
No flying
that was really
anything.
eloquent.
We're not
This
saying
is so
that when Mel
this is so Mel
talks-
doesn't. This is
Yeah.
so Mel doesn't punch Mike when he says something dumb.
that too. That is.
This is for my
I
protection.
did not say that.
I
You did,
appreciate
so.
it. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Protective. It's protective for me. So.
It blocks the look that I might get, the side eye of Mel. Like,
Oh,
what are you doing?
yeah. You still get that. We do have a couple more things.
I just
but
can't see it because there's a glare. So it's, I don't know.
We have had a number of birthdays this week in our Stack
yeah.
community, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember them all. So
No, we're not.
definitely, I remember two of them. First of all, happy birthday to Mike Liskey, which had
Yeah.
his birthday a few days ago.
Right.
But also today is Pastor Debbie's
Debbie.
birthday.
Oh,
Debbie
Debbie.
Beckman.
And Bob was
Happy
going to sing,
birthday.
but then Mel like vetoed it. I was going to get Bob to sing.
I said my gift to Debbie today was to stop both of them from singing Happy
Well, I'm not
Birthday.
singing at all. Like, I'm just
However,
not.
Yeah.
I have seen from some of our staff some requests on the chat for you guys to sing. So
From our staff, yeah.
they know.
See,
they're kind of- they're
see, this is
poking the
Bob. This
bear.
is the
All right,
deal.
shit.
This is the deal with our staff,
know.
right?
Yeah.
They suggest things for you and I, right?
then we
Lots
have
of
to-
things.
Why
and it's like,
I
hey,
thought that I could stop you guys from doing anything.
Bob
is
and
beyond
Mike
me,
should do
but
this. Bob and Mike, like
Yeah.
I
they're
know.
We
great
get a lot of that.
suggestions. I know.
I'm so glad they don't do that to me.
I know. It's funny.
Yeah.
It kind of stops at Bob and Mike.
But we'd like to say happy birthday, Debbie.
Happy
Absolutely.
birthday.
And anybody else, if you got a birthday, throw it in the chat. We'd love to hear
Mike
from you.
is going to say happy birthday in Spanish to Debbie. Just listen to this.
James Clancy had a birthday this week.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. There's
In Spanish.
I think
Spanish.
John Fowler had a birthday this week.
Really?
Was it this
Oh.
week?
I don't know.
See, the
I
problem
didn't
is
see that
weeks
one.
are starting to blend together.
Yeah.
So,
it's all becoming a thing.
but Debbie's
Okay.
birthday this week. Just a quick segue.
Who?
Tomorrow is because it's Debbie's birthday this week. Tomorrow, Extreme Kids Families. Tomorrow is your first day of
Oh,
pickup
yeah.
for
Hold
our
on. Whoa.
Easter
Hold on.
Adventure Kids.
Hold on.
What?
Yeah. So there was supposed to be a coffee with instructions for this announcement,
A coffee with it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I never got that memo.
No, you
No,
didn't. You
she's-
weren't supposed to get that memo. The kids team was supposed to get that memo.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was supposed to be a coffee with the instructions because there was like a long list of instructions for this announcement, and I said that requires a coffee.
I just pulled it
didn't-
off the website, the instructions.
No coffee.
No,
no
well
instructions. Pam
they
was
was
supposed to have something too?
Yeah,
Pam?
there was supposed to be and I
Pam's going
didn't.
to be here next week.
I
So
didn't see-
basically, you
talk
guys
to
aren't going to
Pam.
mention kid stuff unless there's a coffee.
Well, no,
for
because
you?
there was a whole bunch of instructions, and Pam, like there was supposed to be a coffee here with the instructions,
You
and
know what, Mike? We could make them up.
we could totally.
We
make,
could really do
Pam
a
is going to be
Guys.
Pam
And
is
she
going to be
has
at the
to do
church.
this.
Oh.
Pam is going to be at the church until 9:00 every night.
Yes.
For kids pickup.
Yeah, you feel free to come. 9 o'clock.
Pam will be here.
And if you come late, you don't even have to let her know. You just come late. She'll be waiting for you.
All you need to know is that pickups start tomorrow, February 1st, 9 to 4 p.m. at the West Entrance, Monday to Thursday. And all you need to do is just come in the West Entrance door, and the kids will be at the top.
But
Actually,
no-
you don't even need to do that. Just drive by. Pam is going to run
sorry,
out to the
guys.
highway, and she will hand it to you on the highway.
Okay. No, legit. So,
I guess
so
we should
at some point.
sort this
So we
out.
got a staff thing Tuesday. So Pam, you can bring my coffee Tuesday because I'm gonna fill in the details on this.
Yeah.
What
Pam,
the other thing?
2 creamed.
Yeah, 2 cream would be awesome. The other thing they need to know. So you can come get your kit
Yeah.
on the West Entrance. Pick it up between
Just a
9
minute.
and 4.
You said kid.
Kit.
You can come get your kid.
Yeah, no, you're bringing the kit for your
right.
kid.
We are digressing.
Start over again.
Bring your kit. Get a kit for your kid in the West Entrance, 9 to 4, Monday to Friday. But the other thing that they're asking, because like at Christmas time, we did Advent boxes, and we said, take them for your neighbors. And we
Yeah.
heard lots of stories of people taking boxes for their neighbors.
Yeah.
But we would love to know who those kits are going
Absolutely.
to,
Yeah.
so we could be praying for them. So there's a sign-out sheet. There's a sign-out
Oh.
sheet that you sign your name, if you took a kit, or how many kits,
Yeah.
or who the kits are for. Fill out the sign-out sheet. So one, our kids team knows, has some idea, kind of who's
Yeah.
connecting, but also they're going to be praying for them.
So good.
So
Very neat. And now this starts when?
Tomorrow.
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 Tomorrow
So we
is
don't have a
February
kit
1st.
here to show people.
I know.
what's going on.
It's in the back hallway. It's there. I should have brought one.
Oh.
I would have picked.
It'll be fantastic.
I would've
Maybe they
picked
put
it-
it upstairs in our office. But
I would have picked it up with my coffee, but it wasn't there. So
Yeah,
Matt
look at
Tracy
that.
is asking
Pam's
if I'm
kicking
okay,
herself.
Mel. Yes, I'm fine. It's
too much coffee and Mike, Norm and Shauna.
It's
Well,
tough being here with these two sometimes.
It's,
I don't even know what to say anymore. So we have one more thing happening this week
See,
that
Pam said we earned our coffee. Sorry. Pam said we did it. Nice.
She
Tuesday,
did.
we got a coffee.
Okay,
Woo!
there we are.
Well done, Bob and Mike.
Yep.
good for you guys.
I want mine from the Starbucks on the south end of Edmonton.
They make the best ones.
They do.
So, what else? What else? The other thing we got. Last
Done
Elaine's
today.
got something she wants to tell
Yeah, I
us
know.
about.
Last thing we got. What do we got? Last thing.
Saturday. What's happening Saturday?
The river.
the river is
And then the
happening.
Super Bowl on Sunday. But Saturday, Saturday is the river at
Saturday
7.
is the river at 7 o'clock. Where we're watching from right now, we'll have it
Yeah.
broadcast. So
All
we
the
want
good
you to join
places.
it because it's the culmination weekend of our 40 days of prayer, which is incredible.
Oh,
I cannot
right.
believe that
Yeah.
we're getting to the end, and we are going to be having something coming up, starting at the beginning of Lent as
Yeah.
well. So
Because
stay tuned.
what is
for that.
Lent?
What do you mean?
What is Lent?
Lent is the lead up to Easter.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Just in case since people didn't
Yeah, a
know.
lot of people may not know
Totally.
that.
So we got the lead up to Easter,
Yep.
which is
So there's the series of
40
Sundays
plus
coming
days.
to
6
Easter, yeah.
weeks to lead up to Easter, something like that.
40 plus days.
Yeah,
Because they
40
don't include Sundays.
Yeah.
So it's like
There you go.
46 days.
So,
Yeah.
Saturday, 7 o'clock, where you're watching from right now, join us for the culmination of 40 days of
And
prayer. It's our prayer and worship night, the river, that we normally do in person, but obviously we're going to continue to do it online in this season. But make sure you tune in.
gonna be so
our,
good.
Our team has some amazing words to share, some things that Jesus has placed on our hearts in this season, and it's just going to be a great time of worship. So,
People are praying for you, Mel.
thank you.
They're worried about the way it's going.
Thank you,
But
guys.
also-
you know
also-
what? I love this community.
Also, a couple of birthdays. You're right. Don Fowler had a birthday, but Linda Raymond also had a birthday.
Linda Raymond had a birthday.
That's the other one.
Yes, it's true.
So good. Happy birthday, Linda. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Don. So many good things.
Happy birthday to you.
There we go. Bob's singing.
I did it.
You know what's funny? Because I get all these cards from people in the mail and just
Mm.
saying like, "We love Lobby Time. Thank you so much for putting up with Mike and Bob." Like I get that all the time. It's great. Appreciate.
I'm not
you
sure how to
guys.
respond to that, Bob.
Like we do.
We know it's
Heartfelt.
hard. We know it's hard. Emails, cards, all that sympathy. No, I'm kidding. I love you guys.
We do have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, so we've been ripping through the month. Like, it's been flying. We're
Which is not a bad thing.
yeah, it's true. I know. So, a couple things I thought were important. We're coming up on going through. February's going to go through real quick, and then we've got March, which would be like our family celebration month. We've been talking
Yeah.
about, right? Baptisms, baby dedications,
Yep.
membership.
Membership.
People coming in membership, people taking next steps, joining into St. Albert Alliance Church in a variety of ways, following Jesus in a variety of ways. Man, those are so much fun to celebrate and big party time. And so
Yeah.
we're going to work those out. If you're interested in baby dedication, dedicating your kids, saying, I want to just raise them up following Jesus and I want the church to be part of that. If you want to take a step of baptism, we're going to get the baptism tank filled. We're going to do all that stuff. If you want to join us as a member saying, hey, this is my church. I'm taking the
Quite
next
a few
step.
people coming into membership.
We got a
This time.
bunch.
We have,
Oh,
we have
really?
a bunch of people.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
so good.
fantastic. Yeah.
If you want to do that, that's happening in March, but we need to know, and we need to get those details worked out by February 21st. That's the cutoff date, so that we can, because we're doing it online, so we've got to be able to record and do all that sort of stuff and put it all together. So February 21st is the cutoff for that. So you got a couple weeks left to think about it, but don't delay.
So basically, like 3 more
Mm-hmm.
Sundays.
Yeah.
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 And we want you to be a part of it. Like would love to be
Yeah.
able to, man, the more people we can dunk in the tank and we got all the safety protocols and all that stuff in place, it's gonna be good. But man, we want to just have a whole bunch saying I'm following Jesus. So maybe it's even one of your kids. Like the parents that are watching, tuning in, maybe it's a conversation you have with one of your kids and their journey of following
Absolutely.
Jesus. One of the cool things in the day and age we live. Talk this morning. People can watch it all over the world.
Totally.
And like family all over the place and all sorts of things. It's going to be awesome. So
Yeah.
love for you to be part of that.
Yeah, and what is really exciting about all three of those things is we talk a lot about being apprentice of Jesus Christ.
Yep.
We talk about really living our life the way that Christ would live. And those are things that Jesus actually did. Jesus was dedicated as a baby. Mary took Jesus to the temple and dedicated him. The baptism. Jesus got baptized. He said to John, you got to do this. Why? Because I want to fulfill all that's required. These are very things that Jesus did. So if we're going to be followers of Jesus, we follow in his footsteps, we absolutely do these things. We get baptized in water. We dedicate our kids. We make a commitment to a church family.
Absolutely. February 21st, deadline. Mike, you're reading some stuff on the chat there.
Oh, I'm just trying to. People are just commenting on our things.
Yeah. Yes.
On the way we
How much-
interact.
do we gotta, Mike,
It's
tell us about when you
hilarious.
got baptized.
When I got
We
baptized,
won't- yeah.
oh man, it was in November, middle of November. Stands out because
Inside, outside.
we were inside Fort McMurray Alliance Church, and I got baptized there. And the challenge was we had a steel baptismal tank in the back of this church, but the heater didn't work the day I got baptized. So November, Fort McMurray was pretty chilly, pretty cold, but real significant. Like it was a significant moment because actually it was a time we had one of our guy was the chairman of the board of our church, and after I was baptized, he shared testimony and all those kind of things, came up and spoke some words that were really significant in propelling me forward in the things that God had in store for me.
Amazing.
And so, it was a pretty powerful time and a powerful experience as part of that, and so great to be part of that. So,
That's awesome.
Do you remember your baptism?
I do. It was like September. It was in the fall, and I remember I got baptized not on a Sunday. It was actually on a Friday during like a worship night that at a different church that I was at. So it was
very
like
cool.
part of that experience, which was really special to me because I obviously am a worship leader, and it was just with my community there. So that was a great,
Fantastic.
memorable.
All right. Make
How about you, Bob?
You want to baptized in the summertime at a Bible camp. Actually, it was in a slough,
Yeah,
but
of course it was.
very meaningful.
Yeah.
That's chapter 5.
We called it the
Bob's
Little Jordan.
Stories.
We called it the Little Jordan because the Jordan River is kind of murky and slimy. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
Little Jordan, where Jesus was baptized. Yep.
Man.
He would have had green stuff between his toes.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
so we are getting told we need to wrap up.
Oh,
What?
And we are going to
Already?
be cut off here. So thank
Seriously?
you guys for joining us.
I'm
Make
just
sure you
getting warmed
refresh
up.
your screens. And we have a great service today. Graham Gibson, one of
Yeah.
our young adults, is going to be speaking.
So fun.
So
you're gonna
exciting.
like that.
it's going to be good.
Okay, see you guys.